Hello, the PSN community, and welcome to today's Featured Friday. Today, we are joined by the impressive James Kirkwood from Pure Property Partnership. Welcome, James. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for the introduction. All good. You okay?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Not a problem. It's really great to have you. But would you like to tell our community members what is it that you exactly do?
Yeah. So, obviously, as you said, I'm director of Pure Property Partnership. We are a property sourcing and portfolio building service. So we essentially help busy professionals and business owners start and scale their property portfolios. So, kind of my job is all about finding people and investors who want to invest in property, but either don't have the time or they don't have the expertise or both, essentially. And they've got cash sat in a bank there, essentially doing nothing for them, but eroding due to inflation. And we essentially get their money working harder for them. We kind of discuss their needs, their goals in property, and then we go out sort of into our network and source them a property with a strategy to kind of suit their goals. And then we then sort of handle the whole back end. So we negotiate the price and handle all the legals and everything, and then sort of take care of a refurbishment if needed. So yeah, it's just a full on kind of hands off service for the investor.
Amazing. Sounds like a great service. So how did you actually get into that?
I mean, I think I've always had an interest in property. And then, my family sort of had small portfolios over the years. And then last year, got myself educated with the Aspire Education training program. So I was on that for 3 months, and obviously kind of got even more of a buzz for it then, and kind of realized that it was what I wanted to do. So yeah, kind of obviously worked at it. Sort of started to build up my network, and then yeah, we launched our sourcing business in March of this year. So yeah.
Amazing. So what would you say your biggest win has been so far?
Biggest win, I would say, I think when you sign your first investor, that's always, I think that's kind of at the start of the journey. That's a real big win to kind of get that first one on board. We were quite lucky. The first investor that we've got was a bit of a dream to investor, to be honest. He's really easygoing and has sold his business. So he's kind of like our ideal sort of customer avatar that we're sort of looking for. He's got a lot of spare cash that he wants to get working for him. So yeah, we signed him, and we managed to do 4 deals with him in the first sort of couple of months of launching the business. So yeah, that was kind of really pleasing for us. So yeah, we managed to source him a sort of small portfolio of 3 buy-to-lets, which was sort of off market, and I hate the term, but it was below market value. But I do hate saying that because yeah, I think it's a bit of a stupid phrase, but and I think everyone uses it far too much. But they were, to be fair. But yeah, no, that's the biggest win or winner, I'd say.
Well, that sounds amazing, especially to get 4 deals in your first 2 months. But as much as there are high points in property, what would you say your biggest learning has been so far?
I would say the biggest learning would be always to do your own research and do your own due diligence, and just go over things again and again and again. And even if someone sure someone told this, a speaker said this at a networking event that I was at, but just if someone tells you something, whether it's, you know, an estate agent or whether it's another investor or whoever, just make sure you check it, you do your research, and it's not as if, you know, to check whether people are lying or anything like that. It's just as much knowledge as you can get around that subject area or that deal or that whatever it is. I just think is, you know, you need to be armed with that yourself, because you then will then have to sell that into, you know, one of your clients essentially, and you just need to know everything about it. So yeah, I think I was maybe guilty of it at the start, just kind of, if someone would tell you, oh yeah, you know, that property is worth 100 grand, just straight off saying, oh well, it's a 100 grand property and I'm getting it for 90 grand or whatever. But then really you need to go and do your research, check, is that actually definitely worth 100 grand? Because there might have been, you know, a property that, you know, a couple of months ago sold for 90 grand, and therefore, you know, it's just you know, just yeah, I think do all your learning, do all your research is the biggest learning.
Absolutely. And what would you say your plans are for the future?
Well, I mean, to be honest, just for the immediate future and the medium term is just building the business. You know, we're still very still in our infancy, really, in our first sort of 6 months. So you know, I still have lots to learn as a sourcer and a deal packager, but yeah, building the business, trying to get as many investors on board, and obviously and sourcing them the best properties. And we've also got a kind of investment arm of our business where we look at projects and developments for ourselves as well. So there's four of us in sort of a little sort of investment business, and yeah, we're looking to acquire a bit of a sort of development project that we want to you know, kind of add some real value to a property. Um, so yeah, we're just kind of looking for something at the moment that hopefully fits that bill.
Amazing. We haven't actually mentioned it, but what areas are you looking at and what areas do you actually work on?
Yeah, so we look all sort of South and East Manchester really. So in East Manchester, we like the areas of Clayton and sort of around there, really, sort of going to Droylsden, and then Miles Platten, and sort of just all around that sort of East Manchester section near the or area near the Etihad. Even though I'm a United fan, so it pains me to spend a lot of time around there. And then yeah, Stockport as well. We really like Stockport. I think Stockport has lagged behind Manchester really and South Manchester for quite a while for the sort of for the infrastructure that it has, and you know, for what it should be. You know, it's got, you know, it's 8 minutes on the train to Manchester. It's got 3 trains an hour to London. You know, it should be. But with, you know, I think with investment at the new mill that's going there, there's lots of regeneration going into the town centre as well. So yeah, we really like Stockport as an investment area.
No, I completely agree. Manchester, obviously, great city, lots going on for it, but Stockport is slowly going to follow as well. And as you said, great transport links. My final question for you would be, if you could go back to being 16 years old, what advice would you give yourself?
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago. I'm 29, but yeah, it feels like a very long
Not
time.
that long ago.
I mean, I'll probably get involved in property sooner, to be honest. But I would say um, I would always try and just to associate yourself and kind of learn from the best people in that field. You know, whether it, you know, kind of in whatever it is you're doing, whether it's, you know, I obviously, you know, got myself educated with some really, you know, good property coaches, whether that be, you know, kind of business coaches, or whether it, you know, fitness coaches, or kind of whatever it is that you're doing. Just think it's so investing in yourself and, you know, in a mentor or a coach or whatever, I think is so useful to your own development, and just it's just going to get you there so much quicker. You know, I know you know, there's never any substitute for action and actually doing it in you know, doing it in practice. But I think, yeah, investing in yourself, investing in your own knowledge, um, reading as much, you know, reading as much as possible around whatever it is you're kind of doing, I think is key. So yeah, I'd say just learning from the best people that you can, and associating yourselves with them, and yeah, kind of is the best way to sort of build your business and build yourself as a person. And I think it's definitely something that I would have done sooner if I could. So yeah, if I was 16, I think that's what I'd tell myself.
Great advice, great answer as well. One of the things that we like to do here at PSN is get to know our community members a little bit more behind the property. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions. It's quite simple. I'll give you two options. Option one might be apple. Option two might be banana. And you just have to quickly say which one you prefer. So the first one
Yeah,
is coffee or tea.
definitely coffee.
Okay. Facebook or LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Dogs or cats.
Dogs.
Chinese food or Indian food.
Indian.
And this one, I think you're going to struggle with. Liverpool FC or Manchester City.
I hate both.
Got to pick one.
I mean, I will always hate Liverpool more than City. So if that's what you want.
So are you picking Manchester City then? Can I hear the words?
Yes, Manchester City.
Manchester City. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're a Manchester team. Probably the best Manchester team at the moment. Wouldn't you agree?
For the moment.
At the moment, yeah. But United's time might come back anyway. Well, James, thank you for your time. Is there anything else that you'd like to add for the viewers?
No, just yeah, thanks obviously for thanks Asif for asking me to be a part of Feature Friday, and yeah, hopefully we'll see, you know, be at the next event in Manchester and see and meet some of the guys.
Appreciate that. No, thank you very much. Well, PSN community, I hope you've enjoyed today's Feature Friday, and please do link up with James as well. I'm sure you can find him on Facebook or you can find him on LinkedIn as well. But until next time, keep being amazing, and we'll see you very soon.